Good evening once again. I'm Stephanie Rule, live from Washington, D.C. Newly revealed evidence is ratcheting up the legal pressure on Fox News. The network is facing a $1.6 billion with a B dollar defamation suit from Dominion Voting Systems. NBC has obtained several slides of internal Fox communications used by Dominion lawyers in pretrial hearings. Fox had tried to keep these secret, but a judge released them. They show in new detail how the network repeatedly aired conspiracy theories about Dominion and the 2020 election, even after Fox's fact checkers, in what it calls the brain room, said they were not true. One fact check from November 13, 2020 says this, quote, claims about Dominion switching or deleting votes are 100% false. Another reads, the facts. There's no evidence of widespread fraud in 2020 election. By the way, if you're looking at your screen, that right there that was highlighted in yellow, that was done in the court document, not by NBC News. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, who promoted and spread those lies about the election and continues to, has appealed a judge's order that his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and other top aides must appear before the grand jury investigating January 6th. Of course, former Vice President Mike Pence has also been ordered to testify in that investigation. We told you all about it last night. And here's what he said when asked if he planned to appeal that ruling.
I'll be in Washington, D.C. later this week, and I'll be meeting with my counsel at that time, and we'll review the judge's decision and we'll determine the best way forward. But again, I have nothing to hide. At the end of the day, we'll obey the law, but right now we're evaluating what the proper course is going forward.
And as he said again, he has nothing to hide. I will say again, he's welcome to join me any night. Also tonight, First Lady Jill Biden joined Nashville residents at a candlelit vigil in honor of the 3 9-year-old children and 3 adults who were killed in a shooting at Covenant School just 2 days ago. NBC's Kathy Park talked to one man who helped some of the children escape that gunfire.
New images from Monday's mass shooting in Nashville show young children running across a busy road, escaping gunfire from the Covenant School.
I saw these kids were screaming, they were crying, and I had no idea what was even happening, but I knew that it wasn't good.
Hearing the gunshots and seeing the panic in front of him, Jason Hoffman knew he had to stop driving and help them get away by stopping traffic.
Is there a moment that's kind of seared in your mind forever?
The teacher hugging that little girl, because all I could think about was my child in that same spot.